very, very honored to have him with us to speak today, Dr. Hadnik.
First of all, good afternoon everyone, and thank you for having me. I don't know if I can actually just put across anything beyond what I know, what I would like putting my thoughts across. One thing that she didn't mention, I just mentioned in my last speaking opportunity, which was just 1 hour before, that I'm also a student. I learn every day. And I think it is to do with the fact that probably that's what should not stop ever. Coming up with the chairman for Dubai Women's Run, I have been asked this question many a times. Why a man being behind a women's sporting platform? So I figured it out early in my life. I've got very strong women in my life when I've been brought up, my mother, I've been inspired. And I believe the stereotype that we always hear, there's a woman behind a man's success. I wanted to break that, and I want to be behind women that I love and I care for their success. And I like to do that with walking the talk. Today being the breast cancer event that MG and I grabbed it because anywhere that you can share knowledge, this is always going to be helpful. I heard Voodoo Pig, I think I heard it yesterday as well, but every time I hear, I get goosebumps. Every time I hear, it is something that probably is a story to tell. In my life, I've had several falls, and I've learned one thing, and this is to do with anybody going through pain, any kind of pain. Breast cancer is something that probably I believe is the biggest when it comes down to 2.1 million women being actually affected annually. 1 out of 8 women I heard yesterday, and I was like enlightened to know about this as well, that is prone to have breast cancer. So what is the cure? Early detection. What is the cure? Sharing stories like what Voodoo Pig said. And things that probably we can do is to probably have platforms like this been given. I'm a firm believer that whenever that we look at, when we're going to a gym, when we're going to anything that probably we have our stars that we follow, we tend to look at them from a distance. We tend to look at them, oh, it's a Bollywood star, it's a Hollywood star, but we never believe that we can be like that. But when it is people who are from around us, I go to a gym and I see that there's a picture of Hulk, so like, yeah, but I cannot be like him. But one of my friends who will probably go with me and he starts to show some shape, I was like, yeah, if he can do it, I can do it. So it's the kind of mindset that we have to have. It's a positive mindset. That positive mindset comes from stories, platforms, knowledge sharing, coming across with things that probably if anybody else can do it, we can do it as well. And if we look at 1 out of 8 women, it is not anybody's problem, it's our problem. I have been fortunate, my mother, she was in England and she was an early detection, and we are so fortunate to have her and blessing us still. So this is 20 years ago. So I believe that it is important, that this needs to be passed on. Early detection is the only cure. And it is something that we all put our hands together. Women talk about it, but I think men, and I see some numbers over here, we should be talking about this as well. We should be, if women take care of us, why can't we take care of them? Why can't we take them for their regular checkup? Why can't we look at it that this is something that we know about, that can you be thrown on? And I'm all about women empowerment, but trust me, I don't believe in it. Because it's going to be a rude awakening for a lot of people, but women are superior than us. And it has to do that probably we realize that they do so much, and as men, we should be the one who should be looking at things and being inspired. I'm truly inspired, and I'd like to speak about hope with something that I read when I was, I think in my school. There's a story, I'm sure that most of us might have read that. It is to do with art. There was an artist, and the story was called The Last Thief. I don't know if anybody's read that. But there was a story of a ailing woman, like a woman who was like about to lose her life, and she was on a bed. From a window, she could only see a tree. That tree was, because it was fall, the leaves were falling off. And she was so depressed about it. She said, when the last leaf falls, I'm going to die. and the artist painted a leaf over there. So what it did was, that particular leaf that was just a painting, it gave hope. And it's a mindset that we have in us. It's not about being knocked down. Being knocked down is not a crime. Not getting up is. And it's a mindset that we need to fight it out, whatever it takes, till the last moment, and trust me, it's victory after that. Ending with the Oprah Winfrey's quote, which I quoted yesterday as well. Turn your wounds into wisdom. Thank you.